Hello everyone, welcome to episode 13 of Books and Stuff. This episode will also be the day, 28, right. This will also be the day 28 NaNoWriMo episode. As I mentioned on the blog yesterday, I'm sorry that I kind of disappeared there for a while. Oh boy. Nothing really worked out the way I'd planned over my couple days of break for Thanksgiving. I meant to get something done. I meant to get a lot done. Towards the end of it, I hoped I'd get something done. And then, to be honest, I really got nothing done at all, which is incredibly unfortunate. And I'm not overly pleased with myself. But such is life, and I'll just continue to move on. So again, I also mentioned in that little blog post that there is no way on earth I will be hitting 70K this month. It ain't gonna happen. I am incredibly hopeful that I'm going to hit 30K. Excuse me. Numbers. English major. There's a reason for that. I am extremely hopeful that I will hit my 50,000 word mark either today or tomorrow, as I've only got 2,000 and some odd words to write left. And whether or not I'll be able to do that all today is the question. So I will be hitting the 50K mark. I'm not worried about that at all. But that personal goal I had set up, it's not going to happen. But aside from that rough, almost a week I had of no writing, things have been going well. I've made a decision recently about how I'm going to be doing this story, because while I will be hitting my my 50,000 word goal and finishing for NaNoWriMo, the story won't be done. As I had been guessing in some of my previous blog posts, and I'm pretty sure I've mentioned it in some of these past videos, is that I wasn't going to finish in 50,000 words. And that is definitely true. It looks like I'm going to be setting it up into like two parts. Part one being kind of the introduction to the two characters, some background, a little bit about them at the time, what they're going through, what they've been through, and that's almost entirely written, almost all of it. And then part two will be the actual war, which I haven't really started any of it all yet. And from the look of things, that's going to be in and of itself another maybe 50K. I'm not sure, depending on how it ends up writing itself. It could be anywhere from 20 or 30 to 50 or 60, depending on what I plan on focusing on and what gets drawn out and that kind of stuff. But I am pleased with the work I was able to get done this month, and I plan on doing one more of these videos, either late in the day on the 30th, or geez, hang on, give me a second. I can't remember. I do know that we don't have. Okay, 30th is a Friday. Okay, so either it'll be late in the day on this Friday, or it'll be, well, not late in the day, like evening on Friday, or it'll be on Saturday. Well, where I'll just kind of just talk a little bit about everything that's gone on throughout the entire throughout this entire month. but that's about word count. Right now I am sitting at 47,238 words. So like I said, only a little more than 2,000 to go. Well, 2,600. So I guess a few more than 2,000, but basically just 2,000 and a half. We'll call it 2,500 words. That's close enough to the mark. Unfortunately, I don't have a whole lot more for this particular episode. I did want to mention that I believe it was Friday last week. We hit 200 views on the YouTube page, which is, again, fantastic. I'm really grateful for all of you guys. I believe we're actually, when I brought it up today, it was at 205 views. So wonderful, guys, absolutely wonderful. That's just I appreciate that so much. There hasn't been a whole lot of change on the Walker Realm website as of now. I've, as I mentioned at the beginning of this episode, I've kind of been absent, and that's been reflected, as you can see, in the gap between the 16th of November and the 27th of November, where I didn't have any posts. But I'll try and get back on that again. Life willing, and everything should kind of settle back out again. After Friday. Granted, my exams are coming up very, very soon, so as much as I would like to start the 2 episodes per week again, I will be keeping it to 1 until I get out for winter break. But until then, I will keep doing 1 a week. I hope. That's what I plan on doing. Anyway, I will be going to see The Hobbit opening night, so you guys can look forward to a little review, or I'll just talk about it or something. I'll figure out what I'm going to do with it, but I'll be doing something with it. So you guys can look forward to that. Other than that, I wanted to kind of ask you guys for a favor. With the huge number of you that are watching all these videos, and I thank you again so much for that. What I don't have quite as much of is people commenting or posting questions. And I know that there are a bunch of you watching these videos. It tells me right on the top. It tells you guys too. If you go to the home YouTube page, it'll tell you how many views there are. But there's really only been one person who's left comments, who's left questions. There have been a couple spammy things, but I'm not counting those. But that's one amongst 100. Come on, guys. I know you're out there. Ask your questions. If you don't want to do it on YouTube, there's the Facebook page. You can ask questions on the Facebook page. There's a link to that on the Walker Realm. There's also a page on the Walker Realm itself just for comments. So you're more than welcome to put them there, too. It doesn't just have to be in these videos. I'll get them. The email, the.walker.realm@gmail.com. You can send your questions in there, and they don't have to be specifically book related, or even fantasy related. I mean, send me whatever question you want. Worst thing that happens is I don't answer it. I mean, try and keep them mildly appropriate, that kind of thing. But I'm willing to answer your questions. So if you guys can if you have your questions, send them in however you want, whether it's YouTube comment, Facebook post, email, whatever. You have all those access access to all of those things right off the homepage of the Walker Realm website on the left-hand sidebar. So I encourage you guys to utilize those resources, because I really want to hear your questions and I would love to answer them. But that's all I have for today's episode. Thank you guys all again. 200 plus views, fantastic. And I'll see you guys all in just a couple days, Friday or Saturday, when I do the end of the NaNoWriMo thing. That won't be a books and stuff, and to be honest, this wasn't really even a books and stuff. I'm probably not even going to label it as such, just because I didn't review a book, and I didn't even do an Ask Ken question, because I haven't gotten them. So this will probably just be NaNoWriMo Day 28 on the as the title. But I'll see you guys all in just a couple days for that, and then next week, the end of next week, for the actual episode 13 of Books and Stuff. Until then, enjoy.